friends, welcome or welcome back. I'm MC, a knit and crochet designer from Connecticut, and I don't remember what I say now. Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. I'm MC, a knit and crochet designer from Connecticut, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Blame the Knots, on my website, blametheknots.com, and of course right here on YouTube where you can get to know me a little bit better. Today is episode, I'm not prepared for this, 25. Today's episode 25 of the podcast, a nice round number, I love it. And it is June 6th. It is a Thursday. I don't normally film my podcasts on Thursday. I like to have a little bit more time. I like to film on Wednesday, edit on Thursday, post on Friday. This week got away from me. There's a lot going on. If you notice some chaos going on behind me, we're just not going to talk about it. We're going to pretend it's not here. We're not going to talk about the fact that there were just like mountains of boxes in my office over here, and I just shoved them out in the hallway while I filmed so that it would look a little bit more clean in here. We're also not going to talk about the fact that I am missing one nail of nail polish and that I have dye on my hands because I was just dyeing. I've been dyeing like mad the past couple of days. I lost a nail, well, just the nail polish off of it. It was a casualty and I have not had a moment to fix it yet, and honestly I think I just need to take off the rest of it. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about today. There is so much going on. Oh my gosh, I just remembered something I have to go get. Hang on. Okay, we have so much to talk about today. It has actually been 3 weeks for me since the last time I filmed because I pre-recorded my last podcast way ahead of time. So it's been 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks worth of stuff to talk about. Plus, I have 3 secrets that I can finally share with you, which is super exciting. And we have some shop news to talk about with yarn and exciting things. And oh my gosh, there is just so much to discuss today. Shandy, can you please stop making noise? Thank you. There's so much to do. I have to leave the house in 45 minutes exactly, which means I have to stop recording sooner than that because dog has to go out. I have yarn cooking that I have to turn off and, you know, make sure the house is safe before I leave it. So I very much probably will be pausing and finishing my recording later on today. So if things suddenly change on us, we're gonna roll with the punches. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin. Let's talk about finished objects first. The only official knitting or crochet finished object that I have since the last time I recorded is my Tamiami Tank. And this is a tank that I designed while I was on vacation in Florida. So this is made with Pearly Tricot yarn in the colorway Unintentionally on Purpose. And I decided to do a 1 week, 1 skein design challenge for myself while we were in Florida. And this is a racer back. And I love it. I love how it came out. It was so much fun. I did do a vlog on this, so I will link that for you. And I do want to change just the tiniest bit of the shaping right here at the shoulders heading into the racer back so that it is a little bit smoother. So I'm probably going to be making a second sample before I do any kind of call for testing and get this into your hands. But I think that it would be really cool to do like an August release for this maybe. So I'm gonna try and get a second one cast on really soon because I know that I can finish it really quickly. So I think I'm gonna try and do that and then get it going, get the process started for getting this into testing. The next thing that I finished is this yarn that I was spinning, and this is from an unknown dyer And the colorway is called Hot Summer Nights, but I do not know any other information about where it came from. I do know that it is 100% Rambouillet, and that is it. So this was a lot of fun. I did a 4/8 fractal. So I had 2 braids, 4-ounce braids. Wow. I had 2 4-ounce braids of this, and I split one of them lengthwise into 4ths and one of them lengthwise into 8ths. And then I spun one from, and like all the 4ths end to end. And that was one bobbin, and then the other one I spun all the 8ths, and that was another bobbin, and then I applied those together. And this is what we came up with. It was really fun. I spun this on my shacked sidekick, which is right there. And this was spun to pretty much a fingering weight. There's a couple places where it gets a little bit thicker, a couple places where it gets a little bit thinner, but generally it's about a fingering weight. And I am trying, I forgot to write down how much yardage I ended up with. 620 yards. I ended up with 620 yards for 8 ounces. And I spun this all pretty much long draw. Sometimes I switched to a continuous backward draft, but it was all a semi-woolen spun yarn, and it was really fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I have to say about this. And since then, actually, I have not spun anything else. The only thing I've been spinning, you can kind of see some white lining my bookshelves over here. I didn't feel like bringing it over, but I've been spinning a lot of samples of fibers for the shop, so that I can just kind of test out different suppliers, different fiber contents, all that kind of stuff. I have some that I am so in love with. I can't wait to be able to bring them into the shop. I'm learning a lot about my preferences and other people's preferences for spinning and where they overlap and where they do not. So yeah, I've just been spinning. I just have them all lined up there on my bookshelf because it was kind of like an easy way for me to remember the order and like take notes and remember which fiber was which, because when they're all the same color, it's sometimes hard to figure out. So yeah, that is all I've been spinning for right now. But soon I will be spinning something else, and this is kind of a finished object, but kind of a work in progress. This is my very first attempt at making a bat. I'm not sure if you can see it. I was gonna bring it into the podcast, but I decided that it's too hard to hold up. But on my little table right there, you might be able to see a little bit of red peeking out, like right where my finger's pointing. I got a drum carder. And it's so amazing. It is an Ashford drum carder. It is the wide version, which is amazing. And I got it used, but it had been barely used, and it was at an amazing price. It was like, I could not say no to this deal. Just like the stars aligned, and it was just kismet. It was meant to be. This drum carder was meant to be in my life. So I came home and immediately started playing with it once I picked it up the other day. And this is Nettie. This is the fleece that I showed a few podcasts ago that I was in the middle of processing. And I carded all of it. I kept thinking like, oh, I'll just like do a little bit and see how to use the carder and figure things out, and then I'll do some more tomorrow. And then I was like, okay, well, I'll just do a little bit more and then I can do the rest tomorrow. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can just do like a little, like half of this, and then I'll just finish the other half tomorrow. And then I just ended up finishing it all. And I felt very much like, there's an episode in Friends right after Monica and Chandler get married, and Monica accidentally opens up all of their wedding gifts without Chandler and just kind of goes into a frenzy and opens them all.
Call it even?
Okay.
And that's kind of how I felt with this, because I came home and I was like, let me just test the drum carder and see how it works and learn a little bit about it. And then I was like, well, I could just do a little bit more. Well, I could just do a little bit more. And then suddenly I have no more fiber to card because I'm all done and I did it all. But look at how pretty this is. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I can't wait to spin this. So technically still a work in progress because I will be spinning this yarn, but also a finished object because I finished a bat. Actually, I have 3, but I only picked up 1 to show you today because they're so big and floofy. Okay, so I feel like I'm talking really fast. I'm really sorry if I am. You know, there's an amazing feature on YouTube where you can speed up or slow down the audio. So feel free, if I sound a little wild today, feel free to slow me down. I will not take any offense. Okay, so I'm sorry, I have to keep looking over at my computer here because I have a million things written down and I'm never going to be able to remember all of them. Okay, next we have some secrets. Are we ready to talk about secrets? Are we ready for all of the secrets? These are finished objects that have been finished for a while. Well, okay, that's a lie. Some of them have been finished for a while, some of them have been finished for a little bit, and one of them I finished maybe 20 minutes ago. So here we go. Are we ready? The first thing I have to show you is the Where You Are wrap. And I am so incredibly excited about this opportunity. Let me try and show you a little bit of the details on it. The Little Wolf Knits, Brie, is doing a Moana inspired, this one's a little bit harder to see the lace details on. She's doing a Moana inspired countdown box called the Island Girl Countdown Box for the month of July, and as soon as she announced it, I was like, okay, I need to be a part of this. Like, please. I sent her a message right away and I was like, I'm dying. I can't not be a part of this. So we worked together and Brie sent me some yarn to work up a sample. And this is a shawl pattern that is meant to go along with the Island Girl Countdown box, but can be made with any countdown you have, any random minis you have, any scraps you have, and also full skeins. So I used the colorways, let's see, this is White Caps, and then I used High Tide and Down the Shore. So I just alternated them throughout my version, but you can do, you know, whatever you want. And basically, this pattern comes with 4 different versions. There is a fingering weight 15 stripe version meant to go with the 15-day countdown. There is a fingering weight 30 stripe version meant to go with the 30-day countdown. And then there's also a DK weight 15 stripe and a DK weight 30 stripe. So you could do 15 mini skeins equals 3 full skeins, and 30 mini skeins equals 6 full skeins. So you could do a 3 skein fingering weight shawl, a 6 skein fingering weight shawl, a 3 skein DK, or a 6 skein DK. Basically anything that you want. And it comes with 7 different eyelet motifs that are all inspired by Moana or Polynesian life and culture in general, and you can mix and match. If you want to do, you know, all the same motif, that's fine. If you want to do, I did one of all of each of them along mine. You could do, you could have it mirrored so that you have the same motif at each end and you kind of work your way in. There are a million different options. It is really kind of a choose your own adventure pattern. You could, you know, follow the pattern exactly as written and make exactly what I have, but you can also really choose your own and make it really customizable. And I am so excited. So this pattern will be included for those, well, a code to the pattern will be included for those people that got the box, but it will also be available to the general public. So if you want to make it, you absolutely can. And I am so, so excited and so honored and grateful to Bree for letting me be a part of this. It was so much fun. I loved every second of it. I can't wait to get my own box and see all the amazing colors. I've gotten a sneak peek. That's all I'll say. I won't say any more, but I just can't wait. I can't wait to get my own box and make another version of this. This is my own, but I just can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to Bree, and yeah. Keep your eyes peeled for more information about this coming soon. Now, continuing to talk about feeling honored and amazed and just so lucky, I was approached by one of my local yarn stores, Madison Wool, which you have most likely heard me mention around here before, and they were very excited because they have been invited to join the I-91 Shop Hop this year. And that is a yarn store crawl that goes through Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont. I think New Hampshire is new this year. They expanded it this year and invited several other shops in. There were a couple of new ones in Connecticut. I believe Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl Yarn Shop, which is another one of my local stores, will also be in it. So I'm super excited, but anyway, Madison Wool asked me if I would design some shawls for them as exclusive patterns for the Shop Hop. And I said, absolutely, 100%, count me in. This is so exciting. Let's do it. So we wanted to create something that was a one skein shawl and a knit version and a crochet version so that we have all of our bases covered. So this actually does not have a name yet. We're still figuring that out, but this is the knit version. This was made with Madison Wool's Shop Colorway Nebula, which actually I showed in the spun version a couple podcasts ago. I got the fiber and I spun it up, but this is the yarn. This is a merino nylon cashmere blend, and this is the one skein knit shawl. It is worked end to end, and it has some eyelets and garter, and it's lots of fun. I still haven't woven in my ends or blocked either of these. I'm just doing a little bit of last math and, you know, all of the double checking stitch counts and everything, and then they need a block and wrapping up the patterns. They'll be off to tech editing, and I will be calling for testers soon. And then just moments ago, I literally still have the yarn attached because I need to like do a final measurement and see if I need to actually change anything on this. But this is the crochet version. Oh gosh, I'm upside down. Okay, this is the crochet version. And I am so excited. They both have these eyelet details. I think it might be a little bit hard to see, but it basically fades from a heavy eyelet to the eyelets being more and more spread out, and then even more spread out, and then it fades into a solid fabric. I'm so excited about this, and also don't worry, the pattern will be exclusive to Madison Wool during the Shop Hop, but then after that you will be able to get it yourself. So if you live in the area, come check out Madison Wool. They are amazing, amazing, amazing people, and you know, come grab a free pattern while you're there. Pick out some cool yarn to make this, but if you're not in the area or you can't make it or whatever, don't worry, you just have to be a tiny bit more patient. and the pattern will be available to you at the end of August. So I will also need some testers, so keep an eye out for that. Probably next week I will be doing a call. Late next week I'll be doing a call for testers for this. So if you have one skein laying around and you feel like doing a quick little shawl, keep an eye out. And thank you, I don't think they watch this, but thank you so much to Madison for like bringing me into this project, for including me, for asking me and trusting me, and yeah, I'm very honored and flattered by everyone who has been working with me lately, and I'm really glad I don't have to keep secrets anymore, at least for right now. Right now, there are no active secrets going on, at least for the moment. Thank goodness. Okay, I feel like that was a lot of work trying to talk about all of those finished objects. Let's go into our whips really quickly. I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible because we don't have much to talk about in terms of whips. And then we have lots of other things to talk about. So, I have been in this really weird headspace lately where I only want to work on one thing at a time. So it was like with the working on these shawls for Madison wool, I wanted to like finish one and then finish the other, and I like barely touched any other projects, and I don't know how I feel about this. I am normally someone that exists in absolute chaos, and I like to have, you know, I'm kind of like a maximalism type person. Like I have 10 whips going at the same time, and lately I've had one that I'm working on, and I don't know what is going on, and I don't know how I feel about it, but that's just the way it's been. So I don't have many whips to talk about, but what I do have is my low tide tee from Brie of the Little Wolf Knits, and I don't have very much. I started this, I bought the pattern as soon as it came out. I was anxiously awaiting it. I really wanted to test it, but I was forbidden. Jokingly forbidden, because I was working on other stuff for Brie and had other secret projects going during this testing time, and I just, you know, there were other more important commitments, and Brie had plenty of testers. So I wasn't able to test this time around, so I wanted to cast it on the second it released. And I cast it on this past week, 2 weekends ago? I don't remember. I cast it on like whenever it released. And this is using Wonderland Yarns Mad Hatter base in the colorway Giggle Juice, and this was a local yarn store day 2024 exclusive colorway, and I love it. It's turning out so well, and right now I'm just cruising along and stuck in it. I picked this up here and there. I really haven't been focusing on it. I did most of this work on the first day, well, the first like weekend that I worked on it, and then I've kind of had to put it aside. So now that I just finished that crochet shawl, when I head to knit night later, I will probably be working on this, and I'll get some work done on it. So excited to keep working on this and just cruising along and stocking it for a while. The next whip that I have is kind of sad and pathetic and small, but this is the start of an amigurumi. This pattern is Dune Dino from Mama Made Minis, and I am using Bernat blanket yarn in the colorways Misty Green and Gold, and all I have are the two front legs so far, and they are not the same size. I'm not great at amigurumi. Well, I think I did I think I did this one first, and then I got more confident in what I was doing, and my stitches were more like even, I don't know, whatever, it's fine. I was planning on making this for my niece and then making another one for my soon to be, you know, entering the world nephew. And then my brother and sister-in-law have asked for no stuffed animals. because they already have a lot. They live in New York City, you know, it's tight there. It's hard to live in New York City with soon to be 4 people in an apartment. So they've asked for no extra stuffed animals, and so that kind of ruined these plans. But I think I'll probably still end up making it for them. Maybe just like down the line, you know, I'm their aunt. They can't say no to a stuffed animal from me, right? I mean, I want to respect their wishes, but I'll still like very slowly work on this, finish it up, and then we'll see. I am making it with the intention of one day giving it to my niece, but we'll see if that happens. But that's all I got. If you have any amigurumi tips on how to make things not like this, that would be great. Okay, can we wrap ourselves up in 15 minutes? Probably not, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Okay, let's talk really quickly about the shop. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton to show you because I have been dyeing like mad and everything is still soaking wet. But I'm planning on having a shop update next week. I'm super excited. It's gonna be late next week. There will be plenty of yarn in the shop for my very first collection, and I can finally tell you that the theme, the general like overarching theme of my shop will be nostalgia. So anything that makes you feel those warm, fuzzy, nostalgic feelings of something in your past, that is what my shop is hoping to bring to you. So in this first release, we are going to be doing, we're going to be kind of starting different categories. So we're going to do some movies, music, TV, internet stuff, books, things like that. Down the line in the future, we'll have some toys that come in. We'll have some nostalgic foods that come in. There's going to be a lot of good, you know, TV and movie quotes, music from back in the day. If you have anything that you love and you want to see it made into a colorway, let me know because I want to do it. I have so many ideas, but I want to hear more. Anyway, I only have 2 things that I can show you right now that are dry. Everything else is wet. And these are, keep in mind, these are some tester skeins. So they're close, but I have decided to tweak a little bit, mostly just like how things are speckled, and like a little bit of the ratios of some of the colors. So the finished products will look a teensy bit different. But this is Video Killed the Radio Star. And I love it. It has this grungy, grayish, brown look to it. And some pink speckles in there. I just dyed more of this today, and in the final skeins, the pink is more speckles, and it kind of bled a bit more in this skein than I wanted it to, so it's more actual speckles and not so watercolory. But yeah, this will be starting our music collection because I felt like, you know, what better than the first music video that was played on MTV for inspiration. So this is inspired by a screen grab from the music video of Video Killed the Radio Star. And definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram, which will be linked below, if you want to see these official colorways. Once everything is dry, I will be taking better pictures in good lighting, all that kind of stuff, and I will be teasing these all on my Instagram so that you can really see what everything is looking like and make decisions on what you like and all that kind of stuff. And the next color that we have, again, this one's, I decided to tweak just the tiniest bit, but this is Book Fair. And this is inspired by, I will see if I can put a picture of it right here. This is inspired by the old school newspapery catalogs that you would get for the Scholastic Book Fair. So we have the red of, you know, Scholastic's logo, but then there was a lot of yellowy, kind of old newspapery tones and some blue in those catalogs. And yeah, so we have Video Killed the Radio Star and Book Fair. We also have, we're going to have a colorway based on movies, internet, and TV that I can't show you right now. But like I said, follow me on Instagram and they will all be coming soon. I'm super excited. It's gonna be great. They're all gonna, I can't talk. This I have in the pans right now. It looks so good. It looks so, like, I like this, but it looks so much better. With like the couple of tweaks that I made. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I can't wait to show you all. I can't wait for it to dry. I was really hoping things would be dry today, but they're still too wet and they're like, the colors are just not accurate, so I don't want to show them yet. But yeah, I'm super excited. Get on my newsletter as well so that you know when the release happens, and newsletter subscribers always get a coupon code. So make sure you're on the newsletter because then you'll get a coupon code for the store's opening and it'll be great. It'll be amazing. Also, there's still a ton of D-stash stuff. So you could also, you know, if you want to get some yarn, you could grab some D-stash stuff too. Throw it all in one package. Oh, I'm super excited. Super excited. I can't wait. And I hope you love it as much as I do. We can do this. We're gonna wrap this up really quickly in a few minutes. I'm going to be leaving a little bit later than I anticipated, but you know what? I would rather finish this up now than have to come back and do like 10 minutes of recording later on. So let's talk about life really quickly. Since the last time I recorded, we went on vacation. I have a vlog about that, which was so much fun. It was great to get away. We went to Longboat Key in Florida. It was amazing. The weather was beautiful the entire time. It was so much fun. Go check out the vlog. And then, since then, we have had, we went away for a wedding, which was amazing. Another great weekend. We were in the Hudson Valley. Oh my gosh, I just remembered. I meant to wear that's what I was supposed to wear today. So, okay, wow, okay. I'm obviously not wearing anything handmade. This is the shirt that I'm wearing. But I meant to wear another shirt that I got this weekend. I got a shirt at Newburgh Brewing and I wanted to wear it and tell you all about it. So I will have to make a note to myself to wear that next time. Darn it. Anyway, we were in the Hudson Valley for a wonderful wedding weekend and it was quite lovely. We went to Newburgh Brewing, which we are big fans of, and we had a great time. And then that's about it that's been going on around here. There's been lots of dyeing, lots of planning for dyeing, lots of work, lots of making secret projects, lots of being excited that I can finally talk about the secret projects. And yeah, that's really all we got. And now I have my new carder that I can play with. Oh, and I forgot my blending board. Okay, I don't have time to run downstairs and grab it, so I'm going to make a note to myself. Okay, hang on. Newburgh t-shirt and blending board. Those are going to be included in the next episode. I received a blending board as a amazing birthday gift because my birthday is next week, and I wanted to show you and talk about it. And a book, a crochet book. Okay, I forgot everything. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. We're gonna talk about it next time because I don't have time right now. I don't remember anything I was saying. I just got myself so distracted. Okay. In terms of videos, that's where I was going. In terms of videos that were posted, we have my previously mentioned 1 week, 1 skein vacation vlog, which was so fun. So make sure you check that out. A lot of people have been loving it and are already excited for the Tamiami Tank. So that makes me really happy. I have to get a new one on the needles ASAP. And then I did a 500 subscribers Q&A and I frogged a bunch of projects because I don't know what's going on. I just don't want to have a lot of whips right now. So I frogged a bunch of projects, answered a bunch of your questions. So go check that out as well. And again, thank you so much for getting me to over 500 subscribers. I love you all. And then the only other video that I posted since the last podcast is a May stash update. And we very excitingly got ourselves below 100 skeins in stash, which is super, super cool. But like I said, my birthday's coming up, so I think that June might ruin it for us and we might go back over 100, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say to you today. The garbage is coming by right now, so that's great. I'm gonna, yeah. Could they make any more noise? I'm just trying to sign off. Goodness gracious. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's everything. We did our finished objects. We got all the secrets out in the open. Thank goodness. We got works in progress talked about. I have a mess all around me. We talked about my bat and my new drum carder. We talked about yarn that's going to be in the shop next week. Again, remember, follow me on Instagram. I can't wait to put all the teasers of the yarn out there. Get on the newsletter so you get a discount. Why spend full price when you can get a discount code and I'm just gonna send it to you in your inbox and that's all you have to do. And yeah, okay. I definitely feel like I'm missing something because I don't feel like I could have gotten this all recorded in, it's been 42 minutes. I don't understand how that happened. I must have talked really, really fast. I'm sorry. And I only had 1 cup of coffee today. Okay, this is getting to be a little bit much. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope that you are having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, take care of you and I will see you later. Bye.